is my pleasure to be here today for this joyous occasion as we honor David Burgos as the 2015 Mayor for the Day. We are joined today here by a number of people that I'd like to recognize. Unfortunately, I want to say that Mayor O'Leary could not be here, and I guess before I proceed, we can do a moment of silence for the Corbett family. So if we can just take a second for a moment of silence for the Corbett family, please. Thank you. We have actually our honorary mayor, who's Monroe Webster, who's here today. From the mayor's office, Geraldo Reyes. We have State Rep Hilda Santiago from the office of Chris Murphy. Waterbury Police Department, unfortunately Chief Riddick could not be here because he's actually at the funeral, as well as the mayor for the Corbett, Miss Betty Corbett. Local elected officials, dignitaries, Victor Lopez, who's the Executive Director of Hispanic Coalition, Hispanic Coalition board members, staff, as well as constituents of the greater city of Waterbury, Senator Hartley, Dr. Ouellette. Thank you all for being here. I thank you all for joining us today as we gather to celebrate this day. This day was established to recognize outstanding Puerto Rican leaders in the greater Waterbury community who have been loyal, committed, dedicated, and have made a positive contribution in the greater city of Waterbury. Mr. Burgos has certainly earned this day. The Hispanic Coalition of Greater Waterbury has been in existence since 1988 as a result of Mr. Burgos, who co-founded the agency. So let's give him a round of applause. Initially, the Hispanic Coalition was created to help identify gaps within services, mental health services and other services for the Latino community. He has made a significant contribution into making that change and helping our community. Today, the coalition has over 2 decades of experience in the greater Waterbury area, and we continue to provide advocacy services, case management, and other services to our Latino community. This is as a result, once again, to Mr. Burgos for his vision in making this agency who we are today. Thank you. We congratulate you on this accomplishment that has earned you this special day as the Puerto Rican Mayor for the Day, Mr. Burgos. Thank you and God bless. I'm going to pass this on now to Victor Lopez, the Executive Director of Hispanic Coalition. Thank you.
¡Que viva Puerto Rico! You guys are too quiet. It is a pleasure to have you amongst us today. Es un placer poder compartir este día tan bello, un día precioso con todos ustedes. I will give you some reference as far as the actual flag. There's a meaning. Our Puerto Rican flag is very meaningful. Les voy a hablar un diálogo acerca de las referencias de nuestra bandera puertorriqueña y su significado. La bandera puertorriqueña tiene un gran significado y cada vez que nosotros levantamos la bandera puertorriqueña lo hacemos con orgullo porque sabemos, que tenemos gente y historia, gente que ha hecho historia y ha escrito historia, y los puertorriqueños debemos entender que cada vez que decimos que somos puertorriqueños lo decimos con orgullo porque es cierto. The Puerto Rican flag consists of 5 stripes. Tiene 5 líneas. La bandera puertorriqueña tiene 5 líneas. Estas líneas son alternadas, rojas y blancas. The lines alternate between red and white. There are also, to the left of the flag, there's also a light blue triangle. Okay? And in that triangle, what you see is a beautiful white star. La estrella está dentro del triángulo azul. El significado de la estrella es la isla de Puerto Rico. Las líneas rojas son la sangre de nuestros guerreros que perdieron bajo las guerras y las batallas. Y las líneas blancas es nuestro futuro de paz, viviendo juntos, constantemente buscando el mejor para nuestra generación. The white star represents Puerto Rico. The red stripes are actually the blood of our warriors, and the white stripes are our future. Existe un reglamento para volar la bandera puertorriqueña. Vuela la bandera en alto, con orgullo, y grita con voz de trompeta que somos orgullosos de ser puertorriqueños. ¡Arriba, Puerto Rico! And now we will do the official Puerto Rican flag raising ceremony. Mr. Jerry Reyes will continue.
Con aplauso, con aplauso. Un aplauso para nuestro alcalde por el día, el honorable David Burgos. Víctor López, muchas gracias. Marisa Acosta, muchas gracias. Bienvenidos. It is my pleasure to be the master of ceremony for the Puerto Rican Mayor for the Day event. It's an event that's near and dear to my heart. I have been a recipient of the Mayor for the Day event here in Waterbury. Compliments to the beautiful people of Waterbury and Mr. David Burgos for nominating me back in 2004. So it is my distinct pleasure to actually be the MC for this prestigious ceremony this morning. I'd like to acknowledge a few of our educators here. I'd like to acknowledge Dr. Luis Padua from Career High School. Dr. Padua. And Mr. Juan Mendoza from Jonathan Reed. Thank you for both being here under the administration of the Honorable Dr. Kathleen Ouellette and her entire administration that's here with us this morning. It's very important to see the educators here, the administrators. I'd like to just take a second to reflect on the joyous occasion. It's a very, very happy occasion for us. But we also have some sad moments, as Mayor O'Leary attributed to the other day in his speech. The Corbett family right now is really in a struggling matter. Our prayers and thoughts are with that family at this time. Maritza pointed out to me last year, right here to our left, was Deputy Chief Corbett, and it's a tough thing to when you start reflecting on it, but thank you, Maritza, for reminding me of that. At this point, I also would like to say that while we're saddened, we're still joyous. We have in Waterbury, Connecticut, the Roberto Clemente World Series for the first time ever here in Waterbury, and we had the honor of having Roberto Clemente Jr. here with us to throw out the first ball and welcome all 16 teams. Also, yep. And also, the team, we have a great group of 8-year-old kids. 18 little guys from Puerto Rico playing baseball right now. They were going to be our guest this morning, a guest of honor, but they're actually playing right now in the Clemente Field in a championship round. So we will get to meet those mighty Tykes from Puerto Rico at our luncheon down at 30B Church Street at our luncheon. Please make it a point to go there and encourage those young men. They're doing a phenomenal job in the Roberto Clemente World Series. I would be remiss. I just want to acknowledge a a gentleman that's come all the way from Hartford. He's the consul from Peru. El Señor Marcos Hinojosa and his wife have come all the way from Hartford, and they're from the Council of Peru. I also have here to my right past Puerto Rican mayors for the day, and I also have, if she can stand, the 2015 Dominican Club Queen, Doña Laura Semana. She just won her title less than a month ago. Congratulations. And I would be remiss if I don't thank my brothers back here, the Brass City Rumberos that have been here playing for the last hour. Muchachos, muchas gracias, los amo todos. We're going to start with the invocation. My friend, Pastor José Reyes.
God bless you all. We're going to pray this morning. My name is Jose Reyes, pastor of Chicana Christian Church, located at 474 North Main Street here in the city of Waterbury. I'm also Puerto Rican from Utuado, Puerto Rico. How many here from Utuado, Puerto Rico? If you're not from Utuado, you don't know what you're missing. All right, so let's pray, give thanks to the Lord, and let's invite the presence of the Lord in this activity. Padre, en el nombre de Jesús, damos gracias por tu presencia. Te presentamos, Señor, esta gran actividad que estamos celebrando aquí hoy, y te pedimos que tú bendigas a cada concurrente y a cada autoridad que está representada en este lugar. Te pedimos, Señor, que no solamente cada puertorriqueño que está aquí, sino de diferentes grupos étnicos sean bendecidos por lo que se está haciendo aquí. Gracias, Padre, por tu presencia, y bendice a todas las personas que han estado organizando esta maravillosa actividad. En el nombre de Jesús, amén. Y le quiero regalar un versículo, porque de tal manera amó Dios a Puerto Rico, que dio a su Hijo unigénito, para que todo aquel que en él crea no se pierda, mas tenga vida eterna.
I'd like to present Mrs. Magdalena Luciano, who will sing our national anthem from the United States of America, along with our country from Puerto Rico. Magdalena Luciano. De pie, por favor. Up, please, everybody. Thank you. Empezamos con Puerto Rico. Nada, el himno nacional de Puerto Rico primero y después de Estados Unidos. Es el protocolo.
La tierra de Borinquen, donde he nacido yo, es un jardín florido de mágico fulgor, un cielo siempre nítido le sirve de dosel, y dan arrullos plácidos las olas a sus pies cuando a sus playas llegó Colón. Exclamó lleno de admiración: ¡oh! Esta es la linda tierra que busco yo. Es Borinquen la hija del mar y el sol, 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 del mar y el sol. Now the national anthem. Oh, say can that so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you.
Otro aplauso más para la jovencita Migdalia Luciano. Muchas gracias, Migdalia. We'd like to welcome the Burgos family, City of Waterbury, our fire department, our police department, on behalf of the Honorable Mayor Neil M. O'Leary, our city and town clerks, and all the city dignitaries that are here. We also would like to acknowledge the Waterbury delegation that is here with us, and we're going to do our best to move the program along for the sake of keeping folks out of the sun as much as possible. We're going to start with oh, here he goes, my friend. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Victor. Yep, good. The Puerto Rican mayor for the day, we just started, Victor was kind enough to remind me about the history. Has been going on for many, many years. But there's a particular person that carried that torch for La Casa Bienvenida very quietly, as quiet as Puerto Ricans could be, very quietly and very respectfully, and with so much honor and dignity, and really brought no attention to himself while he was doing this for over 25 years. Dr. Lawrence Acela, el Dr. Lawrence Acela. This guy is one of the saving grace, one of the founders and one of the saving grace of La Casa Bienvenida, who is now today under the umbrella of the Hispanic Coalition. So Dr. Lawrence, for all you've done, thank you very much. And Victor stopped short of saying one thing. He wants to recognize all the Puerto Rican officials that we have in the city, but he forgot to mention himself. He is the only Puerto Rican Board of Aldermen that we have. So a round of applause for Alderman Victor Lopez. So without further ado, we're going to start the presentations and the honoring of the Burgos family, and in particular the Honorable David Burgos. And to the podium I will call Mayor's aide, Mr. Monroe Webster. Mr. Webster.
Oh, gee. I will bless the Lord at all times.
Amen.
And his praise shall continually be in my mouth. I give honor to the Spirit of the Lord, to each and every one of you that are here today. Truly, it is a great day to be in Waterbury. It is a great day to be Puerto Rican. Yeah. Amen. All right now. It is an exciting time in Waterbury. We have to give a lot of credit to Jerry Reyes in terms of identifying and encouraging various ethnicities to come out and be recognized here in Waterbury through these flag raisings. I think we are probably the only city that has as many flag raisings or as much recognition to the various ethnicities in this city as we have around the state. And so a hand to Jerry Reyes for his efforts through the years. Just a few more people that I want to recognize, and we have so many people here today, and I just wanted to acknowledge, and maybe they've already been acknowledged, some of them, the CJR Director, Dan Razandi, from Congressman Estes' office, Joe Paletta, from Senator Murphy's office, Hilda Santiago. Again, to Pastor Reyes, always good to see him. Pastor Reyes is doing some exciting things in Waterbury up in the north end, helping to redevelop that area, and we appreciate his efforts and his congregation. To Lori Hart, who is here today, our Executive Director for Bridge to Success. Lori Hart, you may not know Bridge to Success, but David and myself are also on Bridge to Success. That is a Cradle to Career initiative where we have partnered with some 80 different organizations to assist and promote the health, well-being, and education of our youth in this city. Also to Hector Ventura, don't want to miss him. Hector is, I used to tease Hector. Hector is in the office so often that I said, well, we got to get you in office. But Hector's always around, and we appreciate his service down through the years. Victor Lopez has already been mentioned. Senator Hartley was here. She stopped for a moment, but again, she was on her way to the funeral. I'm not going to be before you much longer. Betty Jane Weston, just want to acknowledge her. She was here. She's with our Litter Commission. Just so many people. But again, just to go forward, David and I work on the Bridge to Success team. And David is one who is really out front in terms of working with our students, trying to do anything and everything that he can to be an encouragement to our youth. We talk about our youth being the future, but in order for them to really be the future, we have got to guide them. We have got to encourage them. They need examples each and every day of what it is to be a young man, what it is to be a young lady. And David and his team are doing that, have been doing that down through the years, and we just want to thank him for all that he's done. We talked about, it was mentioned that he is a former Board of Education member, was on the Board of Ed for 9 years. The first Hispanic on the, not the first.
Edemino.
Huh?
Edemino was the first.
Edemino was the first, okay. But also, I think what wasn't mentioned and was told to me was that you are the founder of the Hispanic Coalition. So let's give him a hand for that. In your programs is a very lengthy description of that which David has done down through the years, starting out in Hartford, living in Hartford with his family, the eldest of 10 children, going into the priesthood. You know, you never know what you're going to find out when you come to these flag raisings, you know, about some people's backgrounds. But again, we are fortunate to have him here in Waterbury, working with CJR, working with our youth, and on behalf of the mayor of the city of Waterbury, it is my pleasure to present this official citation. And the city of Waterbury extends its very best wishes on this memorable occasion and expresses best wishes and continued success given this 24th day of 2014. Signed, Mayor Neil M. O'Leary, Mayor, City of Waterbury.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Stand right there. We got one more. Also, we have an official citation from the state of Connecticut. introduced by Senator Joan Hartley, Representative Anthony D'Amelio, Representative Jeff Berger, Representative Victor Cuevas, Senator Joe Markley, Representative Larry Butler, and Representative Salim Nujim. Be it hereby known to all that the Connecticut General Assembly hereby offers its sincerest congratulations to David Burgos in recognition of being honored as Puerto Rican mayor for a day in the city of Waterbury on Friday, July 24th, 2015. Your civic commitment and Waterbury pride make you the most deserving of this honor. Congratulations, the entire membership of the state of Connecticut.
Thank you so much.
All right, David. I think we got through this. Want to get a group picture with everybody? Or? Or we'll see.
Thank you, Mr. Monroe Webster. Thank you very much. At this time, I'd like to call to the microphone from the Cuerpo de Bomberos de Santo Domingo Oeste, Waterbury's true friend, el licenciado Hector Ventura.
Buenos días, damas y caballeros, autoridades civiles y militares. A nuestra reina dominicana, señorita Laura Cruz, gracias también al cónsul de la ciudad del país del Perú y a la presidenta del Club Dominicano de la ciudad de Danbury. Damas y caballeros, represento al Cuerpo de Bomberos Santo Domingo Este y nuestro comandante en jefe, el intendente José Segura, le envía este certificado de reconocimiento al señor David Burgos y dice de esta manera: Cuerpo de Bomberos Santo Domingo Este, filial Estados Unidos, Waterbury Connecticut. Reconocimiento por su aporte y colaboración a la comunidad puertorriqueña. Se le otorga este certificado al mérito y alcalde por un día de la ciudad de Waterbury a David Burgos, dado en la ciudad de Waterbury a los 24 días de julio 2015. Teniente Coronel Licenciado Héctor Ventura Reyes, filial Estados Unidos. También, por orden del comandante José Segura, intendente del Cuerpo de Bomberos Santo Domingo Oeste, le otorga este certificado a nuestra reina dominicana del Club Dominicano, la señorita Laura Cruz, y dice de la siguiente manera: Cuerpo de Bomberos Santo Domingo Oeste, filial Estados Unidos, Waterbury. Reconocimiento: se le otorga este certificado al mérito y orgullo de la comunidad dominicana a la señorita Laura Samantha Cruz Paulino, dado en la ciudad de Waterbury a los 24 días del mes de julio 2015. Licenciado Héctor Ventura Reyes, teniente coronel, filial Estados Unidos. Felicidades, señorita.
No, David, no breaks, no union breaks. Aquí mismo. It's what an honor. I mean, Mr. David Burgos, tremendous. He went out of his way year after year after year to acknowledge everybody in the city of Waterbury but himself. And I'd like to thank the 2015 Executive Board of Hispanic Coalition for bringing it full circle to its rightful place and to acknowledge Mr. Burgos as the Puerto Rican mayor for the day. He's really, truly one of Waterbury's pioneers. At this time, I'd like to call Representative Hilda Santiago. Hilda Santiago is a state representative from Meriden and also works for Senator Christopher Murphy. Representative Santiago.
Bueno, que viva Puerto Rico.
¡Viva!
Gracias, es un placer de estar aquí hoy para presentarle este certificado de la oficina del senador Chris Murphy. It is a pleasure and an honor for me to be here today to present this certificate of accomplishment to David Burgos. In recognition of your selection as the City of Waterbury's Puerto Rican Mayor of the Day, as an ambassador for the spirit of the Puerto Rican community of Connecticut, your commitment to your family, church, and community have served as a model for the hard work that has come to define the Puerto Rican residents in our state. Your dedication to creating new opportunities for Hispanics through your work at the Hispanic Coalition, uplifting the spirit of the faithful in Waterbury, and improving support systems for young people in Connecticut has improved the lives of many and brought great pride to your city and state. It is my privilege to honor you and to represent you in the United States Senate, dated July 24, 2015, Christopher S. Murphy, United States Senator. Thank you, David, for all you've done for the city of Waterbury, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Gracias. No, me quedo aquí, okay.
He's got it now.
I'm learning.
From Congresswoman from Congresswoman Elizabeth Esty from the 5th District, we'd like to give a warm Waterbury welcome. His first time here serving the city of Waterbury, representing Congresswoman Esty, Joe Paletto. Joe.
Thank you. Thank you, Jerry. It's an honor to be here. I'm from Watertown, and it's really an honor to be with Mr. Burgos today. He has accomplished so much, and the Congresswoman sends her congrats to him. She's unable to make it today, but I'd like to read a certificate of congressional recognition presented to David Burgos in honor of your selection as the 2015 Puerto Rico Mayor for the Day, presented by the City of Waterbury for your outstanding civic engagement, your unwavering commitment to your parish, contribution to the Hispanic Coalition, and valued leadership in the Connecticut Junior Republic has made an immeasurable difference in the lives of your fellow community members. Thank you for your decades of distinguished service to Waterbury's Hispanic organizations, youth issue advocacy, and the advancement of Hispanic families in the greater Waterbury area. Congratulations on behalf of the United States House of Representatives, July 24th, 2015, signed Elizabeth H. Esty, Member of Congress. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you again. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, guys. Welcome. Thank you very much. It's certainly an honor and a privilege to, again, bring attention and recognition to those that are very deserving. At this time, I know there's a good contingent here from the Connecticut Junior Republic. I'd like to introduce so you guys could thank the Hispanic Coalition Executive Board for the morning off. And now, on that note, the Executive Director from Connecticut Junior Republic, Mr. Dan Resendez.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to see everybody here today. I was very happy to be able to say a few words on behalf of David Burgos. First thing I wanted to ask you, though, Dave, if you're mayor today, can you take care of a few parking tickets for me?
Absolutely.
Okay. That's important. I think Cassie had one yesterday we need to take care of. And the other thing is, I was going to also make you executive director for the day, but you would have given everybody the day off and raises, and it's not in the budget this year, so we couldn't do that. But really, you know, in all seriousness, this is a really great day, and I'm very happy to be here. You know, I met David 22 years ago. I say I was lucky enough to meet him when we started up the CJR program on Prospect Street with 2 staff, myself, David, and a secretary, and we serviced about 25 to 30 kids that year. You know, working together side by side with David, we have built the CJR program into a program that has 70+ staff and service over 800 children annually from the community of Waterbury, and I think David has a huge part of that success. I just want to thank him for that. You know, I was lucky enough when I interviewed him that I hired him, right? Because sometimes you make mistakes in that process. And one of the first things that I noticed when I was talking to David up in my small little rickety office was that he had a great passion for the city of Waterbury and for the people of Waterbury. You know, he came across as a person who did not ask you how much money you make or how much you have in your pocket, but what you're going to spend it on. Not what kind of car you drive, but where are you going? And those are the types of values that I wanted for our staff, for our program, for our mission to help the young people. And many of them are here today to thank David. And that just goes to show the depth of what he's been able to accomplish. He's helped thousands of children over the past 22 years. Thousands of children. I mean, so, on behalf of the Connecticut Junior Public and all the staff here, David, I want to thank you and honor you. I feel lucky and honored that you're an employee, but I feel grateful that you're my friend. So thank you very much.
And on that cue, ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, con orgullo de este humilde jíbaro de Guanadías, Puerto Rico, ahora presentamos el alcalde por el día, el honorable David Burgos.
Muchísimas gracias a todos por estar aquí hoy a celebrar este honor. I want to say thank you very much to the Hispanic Coalition for this great honor. Victor Lopez, Maritza Acosta, the board of directors of the Hispanic Coalition. I want to thank my family, Liz, David, Brittany, for their support over these years. There's been a lot of nights because of the Board of Education or the Hispanic Coalition, Coquille Awards, planning and preparing for the Coquille Awards took a lot of time. Being on the Board of Ed took a lot of time. And my wife's patience and her love and support and my kids allowed me to give back to the city of Waterbury. So without my family support, I wouldn't be here today. So thank you to them. As Monroe mentioned earlier, one of my first tasks in the city of Waterbury, I was a Roman Catholic priest, serving at St. Margaret's and St. Francis, and that was a great, great experience. However, just look at my wife. I didn't last long. But I am blessed to have had that opportunity to serve as a Roman Catholic priest, but I'm also happy. What I think is one of the greatest vocations is marriage. So thank you, Liz. Because of the Hispanic Coalition, I've had the honor to meet and work alongside some great people in the city of Waterbury. One of the first ladies I met when I first came was Elida Santana, who was the director of the Spanish Action Council. And just to talk about how we come in full circle, when she passed, the coalition started the Elida Santana Dinner Dance to raise scholarships for Hispanic students in the city of Waterbury. One of our first scholarship recipients was Deborah Lopez. She got a scholarship, went on to college, years later came back, and we hired her at CJR. And she worked for us for several years and then went on to, I think, work for the school system. The full circle comes is the reporter from the Waterbury Republican who came to interview me was Destiny Lopez, the daughter of Deborah Lopez. So that's just talk about what happens and just the fruition of the work that we've done so many years ago. And it was wonderful to see her, but it was just a reflection of all the work that the Hispanic Coalition has done, Connecticut Junior Republic has done, and I'm really proud of that. I am proud of the fact that I've met Edelmiro Arroyo, Jerry Reyes, Felix Rodriguez, Gladys Monsanto Bonival, Isabel Romero, Victor Cuevas, Maggie Valentin, people who I worked with early on in the city of Waterbury. So I thank each one of you for your contributions to the city of Waterbury. Thank you. As the Puerto Rican mayor for the day, I want to acknowledge three special groups in the city of Waterbury that I think deserves our respect, acknowledgement, and support. I want to say thank you to our firemen and our policemen in the city of Waterbury. Give them an applause, please. And guys, if I could work on your contract, I would, but I tried to find it in the mayor's office. He hid it on me. So I tried. The next group that I want to acknowledge and spend a little time to thank are the teachers of the city of Waterbury. My wife Liz, Betsy, Margie, Rick, Tracy, I know there's other teachers here, to the administrators of the city of Waterbury. And I want to address to my students that are here today, because I really, really believe this with a passion. People do not understand the level of sacrifice, the level of work that it is to be a Waterbury teacher or to be a Waterbury administrator. Day in and day out, they are working to shape the lives of our children, to teach them, to support them, to give them the tools for success. And a lot of times and lately, teachers are being put down left and right. Like the world's problems are on their shoulders. They deserve our respect. They deserve our love and support. Teachers should be back on the pedestal, not off the pedestal. Then my words. I want to thank a very special organization, obviously, Connecticut Junior Republic. Because of Dan, he allowed me to be committed to the community, to give to the community. When I was on the board, he supported me. When I was doing the work of the Hispanic Coalition, he supported me. Because Dan truly believed community involvement, partnerships. And I really honor that and really am thankful, Dan, for all the great work you've done. One of the things that Dan has done is nurture staff, cultivate leadership. And today being the Puerto Rican mayor for the day, I want you to know, in the city of Waterbury, out of our 7 programs, 5 are led by Hispanics. And that's by design, intentional. Because Dan believes in diversity in the staff, supporting and promoting from within. That is awesome. Again, thank you. I want to say a thank you to all the CJR staff. Your love, your efforts, your dedication to our children here in Waterbury is phenomenal. I want the rest of the people here in the city of Waterbury to know that. We don't just hire staff to run a program, to run a curriculum. We hire staff to have a relationship with our kids, to build trust in our kids, to inspire and motivate our kids. That's the kind of staff we have at Connecticut Junior Republic. People who really do care. To my kids out here from the SAFE program, SAFE stands for Success Always Follows Education. Guys, remember that. Education. Every school day matters. When I talked about the teachers, they teach. You got to do the learning. This is not their job alone. You're part of the equation of getting a good education. I'm proud of the SAFE program and what we do. Benjamin, raise your hands. Future police officer for the city of Waterbury. Victor, raise your hands. Future graphic designer for the city of Waterbury. And all the other kids have been working this summer in the Summer Safe program. Landscapers who just did all the parking lines in our parking lot. Great job, guys. My entrepreneurial group. With sadness, several weeks ago, one of our Children's Safe program passed away. And our entrepreneurial group dedicated their fundraising efforts to raise funds for the family for the funeral expenses. Would you know these kids have raised to date $1,000? I'm extremely, extremely proud. Thank you, Antonio. Thank you, Amanda. Great job. The Hispanic community has come a long way since I came to Waterbury in 1988. And I could focus on stats and quotes and figures, but I don't want to do that. Because the Hispanic community is more than numbers. It's more than statistics. I want to focus on the achievements of the Hispanic community. I want to focus on the strengths of the Hispanic community. I want to focus on the advancements that we've been seeing the last several years. Hispanic administrators, Hispanic police officers, Hispanic firefighters, teachers, elected officials, Victor Lopez, Felix Rodriguez. That's what I want to focus on, because that's what we're about. Because every time we hear someone says Puerto Rican, someone reads me out some data. Oh, the achievement rate, the graduation rate, the teen pregnancy rate. And I know those things exist. But you know what? Let's focus on the success in our community, not just on the failures. We have many Latinos who've given to the city, who work for the city, who've done great things for the city at their own personal cost. That's what I want to focus on. That's what I believe it's our strength, our contribution. I also want to talk about the Bridge to Success. It's a partnership of 70 organizations. And I'm proud to be the chair of the Positive Youth Development Work Group. Cradle to Career, as Monroe said earlier. Really looking at how can we achieve more for our kids, for the kids that are here today, the kids who are at home on vacation. As CJR, as Bridge to Success, we want our children to succeed, to graduate, to have a career, and come back to the city of Waterbury and give. And one thing that really bothers me is that when we have elections, the voter turnout is pretty poor in the Hispanic community. You kids, take your right to vote seriously. When you come back and you're old enough, I want you to participate in the civic process. I want you to have a voice in the city of Waterbury. I want you to vote. Tell your parents next election, vote. And I love the city of Waterbury. I really do. And again, we can talk about statistics. I love the city. I love its neighborhoods. I love the fact that we celebrate all these ethnic flag raisings, that we have the gathering. We have so many good things happening in Waterbury. Waterbury is becoming greater every single day because of all of you. And finally, mi gente, viva Puerto Rico!
Please, let's all rise and clap for the Burgos family, president, and I was going to make him the president of CJR. The honorary 2015 Puerto Rican mayor for the day, the Honorable David Burgos, and his beautiful family. Couple of quick announcements. Again, I'd like to thank all the former Puerto Rican mayor for the days that are sitting here right to my right. And I've also would like to recognize Ms. Marilyn Calderon from the Connecticut Children's Program, as well as Marisa Rivera from the Rivera Foundation. So again, these are all very, very strong collaborators of the Hispanic community. So as we speak here, as David was giving his heartfelt speech, I can announce that Puerto Rico is winning 7-1 in the 5th inning. Those 10. Well, they just scored 3 runs by the time I got from here to here. That's how fast they scored 3 runs. So Puerto Rico is now winning 10-1. They're beating Cincinnati 10-1. Those young men, they're 8 years old, and they carry themselves as little gentlemen. Wait till you meet them. At the reception at 30B Church Street, which is a 1.5-minute walk right down that street right there, you will meet the team from Puerto Rico, hopefully the victorious team from Puerto Rico, to celebrate the Honorable David Burgos and the Waterbury community, the victory for Puerto Rico, the victory for the Burgos family, and the victory for the city of Waterbury. At this time, I would like to invite Pastora Marta Ibarra to give us a closing benediction. So if we could please remain standing, we're just going to have a closing benediction. Thank you very much. Again, to every single one of you that braved the beautiful day. It's 85 degrees. Can't get any better, guys. It's a beautiful day. This is the day that the Lord gave us, as Mr. Monroe pointed out. I leave you with la Pastora Marta Ibarra, de parte de este servidor de la ciudad de Waterbury, Geraldo Reyes. Muchas gracias por todo.
Amén, aquí estoy. Gracias. Voy a orar para despedirme. Dios les bendiga. Quiero simple y sencillamente leerles 2 versos bíblicos en donde se encuentra registrado en el libro de Crónicas 7, 14 y 15. Voy a pedir a cada uno de ustedes que inclinen su cabeza y cierren sus ojos para pedir nuevamente la bendición de esta ciudad. Una ciudad preciosa, una ciudad hermosa, una ciudad donde Dios ha puesto los ojos en ella para que su paz y su amor esté en cada hogar, en cada escuela donde estamos viendo violencia, pero cuando invocamos el dulce nombre de Jesús, allí está la presencia de Dios para derramar de su bendición, para derramar de su gloria en nuestras vidas, en nuestra juventud, en nuestros niños que necesitan tanto el apoyo, ya que en otros países se están utilizando la niñez para extorsión, se está utilizando la niñez para poder traficar drogas, pero más sin embargo en este momento aquí vamos a clamar al Dios del cielo, que sea nuestro Dios todopoderoso, el Rey de Reyes, el Señor de Señores, el Alfa y Omega, que el que dijo yo soy el que soy, yo soy el principio y el fin, que sea Él el que guarde a nuestra niñez cada vez que los niños suben a un autobús para irse a la escuela, cada vez que un joven va a buscar empleo, que sean jóvenes de bien, niños del mañana, un futuro esplendoroso en la presencia de Dios en nuestros hogares. Así que vamos a pedirle a Dios que siga derramando de su gracia, de su gloria en nuestras familias, en nuestros hijos, en nuestro esposo. Vamos a echar fuera todo espíritu de divorcio, hermanos, todo espíritu de alcoholismo, de drogadicción de esta ciudad de Waterbury. Voy a decirles la palabra del Señor que se encuentra entonces en el libro de Crónicas 7, 14 y 15. Dice la palabra así: si mi nombre, dice la palabra, si mi pueblo se humillare, en el cual mi nombre es invocado, y oraren y buscaren de mi rostro y se convirtieren de sus malos caminos, entonces yo oiré desde los cielos, perdonaré sus pecados y sanará su tierra. El Señor da esa promesa: si nosotros nos humillamos, Él sanará nuestra tierra. Entonces estarán abiertos los ojos y sus oídos al clamor en este lugar. Bendito Padre Celestial, te damos gracias, Señor, por este día. Gracias, mi Dios, porque siempre hay hombres y mujeres, Padre, con tu temor. Señor, te damos gracias por esta ciudad. Gracias, Dios mío, por la policía. Gracias, Señor, por aquellos, Dios mío, que están trabajando aquí en el City Hall fuertemente. Gracias por aquellos que trabajan en los hospitales. Gracias, mi Dios, por todos aquellos gobernadores, Padre, porque tu palabra dice que invoquemos tu nombre, que clamemos a ti, Señor, que pongamos en tus manos y que oremos por aquellos que están en puestos de eminencia, Señor. Y a esta hora te damos gracias por este lugar. Gracias, Señor, por cada uno de los que están reunidos, Señor, para invocar tu nombre. Te pedimos la bendición del Padre, del Hijo y del Espíritu Santo sobre la ciudad de Waterbury. Amén y amén.
Muchas gracias, Pastora Marta Ibarra. So, my friends, my brothers and sisters, at this time, I am extending the invitation to everyone here to join us at 30B Church Street, which is the newly named Multicultural Center that is being used by the Hispanic Coalition and the Lace Children. They will be serving a typical Puerto Rican lunch at 11:30, and the Brass City Rumberos will continue to play there for about another hour and a half. So please, with our compliments and our thanks, we thank you for coming here, and please enjoy the rest of the day at 30B Church Street, which is just a minute and a half walk right down Church Street here. Thank you very much. Mr. Burgos, Elizabeth, the Burgos family, please come here. Please come here. Stand right in front of me, please. This is the Burgos family. This is the official Mayor for the Day picture for the family right here. I'm going to get out of the way. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Let's get in the video.